Andrew. Along here was the beautiful and talented Nikki SooHoo. Not to get you confused with the Star Trek Captain SooHoo, but the beautiful Nikki SooHoo. And I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
Of course, thank you so much for having me.
Now, like I was telling you before, it's a half-hour, 45-minute conversation. You can say anything you want, curse if you want to. It's completely whatever you want to do. And let's just have fun with it.
Alright, sounds good.
Now, starting off, what can you tell me about yourself?
Well, it depends. What are you talking about? So many things I can tell you about myself. I would say my favorite things to eat are macaroni and cheese, ice cream, Oreo cookies, and confetti cake.
Never heard of confetti cake. Yeah, how is it?
Well, okay, I guess it's called funfetti cake, but I always call it confetti cake. But that is my exact birthday meal that I ask for every year. Kraft macaroni and cheese, funfetti cake, homemade, like home-baked funfetti cake, and fruit salad and cornbread. I love corn.
Well, my birthday's coming up. Maybe we can hang out or something.
Oh, happy birthday! When's your birthday?
January.
Oh, very nice. Are you a Capricorn?
Yeah, if you want to say that. But if you ever...
I think I get along well with Capricorns.
Just saying, if you're ever available, I'd love to hang out with you.
Yeah, of course. Are you in the LA area?
New York. But we can always work it out.
I'm like, that's really far.
Now, the next question I was going to ask you is, when you went to college, were you a study nerd, a party animal?
Well, I've always been quite the schooly type. I actually graduated valedictorian from my high school. So, but I don't think that I'm like naturally that smart. I just think I work really hard in school. So I went to college at UCLA and I studied world arts and cultures, which is kind of like their dance major there, but we study arts of different cultures, so that I had an emphasis in dance as well. So you learn different styles of dance from different countries, and then it's so that you can go to these countries and then dance with the community, so you can actually be building community through a nonverbal language, basically. And then hopefully you'll go and help them, either teach them art as a way of healing, or even just help them with relief in any way. A lot of them are like, we did like West African dancing, we have Bharatanatyam, Indian dancing. So it was a really fun major. And then I did graduate. I got pretty good grades. But, I like to have fun, too. I was on the hip-hop dance teams out there. So, of course, I had some time to enjoy the other social aspects of college as well.
That's pretty cool. I was reading up on you on Wikipedia. I don't know if it's all accurate, but it says you were or still into the whole big dance thing that had a big impact on your life.
Yeah, I started dancing when I was 2, and for me, I love expressing myself through my body. Like sometimes, acting is actually a lot more than you would think. It is through your body and through your eyes and the emotion that you can exude without necessarily having to say any words. And many times you're saying words, but there's the subtext, that you're actually really trying to say. So I love dancing. I still take dance class all the time, and it just really fuels my heart. Like, it just keeps me going, and it's an outlet for me, so I love it.
Yeah, when you're very passionate about something, you should just do it, and it should do it. If I don't mean to hesitate, I apologize.
Don't even worry.
Slight learning disability. Basically, if you're very passionate about doing something, you should go and express yourself, and you should prove to people, hey, this is what I do, this is all my energy being released, and you should do it if you love it.
I I agree. I actually volunteer for this group called Awaken Art, and we teach art to at-risk youth. So these are kids that, have gone to juvie, they've dropped out of high school, they're 16 to 18 years old, and they're basically on a track where, many of them have been drug dealers, many of them were addicted to things, and now we basically go and we teach them art as a way of healing. So use your art to express yourself, to work through all the struggles that you've had in your life. And, I love teaching them dance. I love teaching them acting. It's so nice, to give them another outlet besides having to maybe join a gang or, be around people and bad influences that can actually hurt them more.
Well, if you're interested, maybe you can help me with a couple acting tips at the very end, if you're okay with it.
Of course.
Now, the next question I was going to ask you, you mentioned you're very athletic in dancing, but were you athletic in other stuff too?
Yeah, so I grew up dancing and playing basketball, basically. My parents had put me into pretty much every sport I tried. I tried golf, I tried tennis, I tried soccer and basketball and softball, but I mainly did basketball and dance, and then I did that all the way up until I was in high school, and basically I thought to myself, okay, I can be starting point guard at this really, really smart high school, that's my home school, or I can go to an arts high school where I'll dance, and maybe also have a focus in academics as well. So I think being 5'2", I made the decision that I probably wouldn't get too far playing basketball. So I chose to go to the dance school, and it seemed to work out for me. I'm glad I chose that. It was a very open and accepting place for people that were different or like to express themselves in an artistic way.
All right. What about, there's two questions for you. The first one is, did you ever get the chance to do one of those human pyramids, or you're not a human pyramid girl?
Okay, so we don't have cheerleaders at my high school because there's no teams to cheer for. We didn't have any sports teams. But I was a dance major in high school as well. When I did Bring It On, the film, they did teach us some stunting stuff, and so I've done a couple human pyramids, but they're still really scary. And gymnastics and cheerleading actually are a lot scarier than I thought. So doing those movies really gave me a lot more respect for those sports.
Well, yeah, I know it's funny you mentioned cheerleading and gymnastics, but people do it for fun too. But have you done it just with a group of friends, or are you just if you have to do it, you do it?
Oh, well, mainly I was talking about for Stick It and Bring It On, because Bring It On is a cheerleading film, so right. They had to teach us how to cheer, and Stick It is a gymnastics film. So we trained, for 3 months to work out and try and build muscles like gymnasts, and then try and learn how to do gymnastics like things. Luckily, my dance background helped me pick up on being able to physicalize it enough to look like I was a gymnast or a dancer or a cheerleader. But a lot of the stunting, that's for professionals.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I know I'm a loser and everything, but I always wanted to do one. And the other question I was going to ask you, mentioned the cheerleading and stuff. Trying to find a good question. When you were in Bring It On and Stick It, what did you prefer doing more? Did you have more fun doing Bring It On, or did you have more fun in Stick It? And the part where you spin on your head, was that all animated, or did you actually do that?
So I actually had a stunt double for that, and she actually did spin on her head. She's amazing. Her name is Shorty, and it was funny. They actually had to tan her skin and put big bangs on her and dye her hair dark because she was actually this beautiful white girl. that was playing me. But I've had a lot of amazing experiences in film, and I just feel so blessed to have every single experience because they're all so different. and I love them for different reasons. Like, Stick It was my first film ever, and to work with Jeff Bridges and the Olympian gymnasts, you know, like, these are amazing people to be trained and taught, because I was still a kid. I was still a minor when I did that film. And you know, that film really raised me. Like, if it weren't for that, I wouldn't know so much about the business, probably. But then for Bring It On, you know, that was super fun, and I was a little bit older, so I was almost at the same age as everybody else. And actually, a couple of my best girlfriends came from that film. Like, we still are best friends to this day. So, and you know, you can't replace that friendship, because that's something that in the industry, it doesn't happen that often. You know, you're best friends while you're on set, but as soon as it's over, it's over. And a lot of times you keep acquaintance relationships, but like, to actually have a best friend come out of it is pretty rare. So, and I got a few of them, so I feel very lucky.
Now, it's funny to mention that. Do you still keep in touch with your castmates from Stick It, or not really?
Yeah, I actually just shot a film with Maddie, and it's called Chalk It Up. And so we play best friends again in the film. This time, I'm the coach, though, so I didn't have to do any gymnastics. But no, that was super fun. I had a great time on that. We shot in Pennsylvania, and it was a cute little PG, you know, movie, family-friendly movie about gymnastics again. And I actually just reached out to Missy and Vanessa, because I'm throwing an event on December 8th, which, if you're in town, you should totally come to. It's to launch my company called Tag, and I basically designed this company to try and connect good-hearted people who wanted to spread kindness and positivity in the world. And so I made these bracelets. I don't know if you can see it. It's called, they all have a specific hashtag number on them, and basically you use that hashtag on Instagram to document your life, to show where you've gone, where you've traveled to, and then you give your bracelet to somebody that has impacted your life, or somebody you know, that you may have met and you just had a great connection with, and you wanted to keep in touch. So you pass it to them, and then they'll start using that same hashtag on the bracelet. And eventually you'll create this beautiful photo album, basically, on Instagram of all the places and pictures and people that this bracelet has been passed to. So it's like a journey of a bracelet, but really just keeping connected really good people. So yeah, we're launching that on December 8th, and I'm really excited about it. But I think a few of them are going to come out to the event. So.
Well, after so, like I said, I do have a lot of great ideas for you, now that you mentioned that. And not to, like, hint towards it, but, you know, keep it between us professionally. Now, for people who want to know why I'm asking all the questions, I like it to be interactive, so you can zoom around and show us everything and whatever you want to do. I don't mean to be, like, perverted or anything, show us anything. Sorry.
Well, like I said, I'm here at the, can you see it? Where is it? You can't see. CBS Studio?
Yes. What brings you to CBS?
So, I'm actually picking up one of my girlfriends right now, because we are going to the Hollywood Film Awards tonight. So, I'm grabbing her, and we're going to be going down there in a little bit. But, yeah, I know, I've literally been running around all day. Had a dance audition, then I had a Prince audition, and then I got to talk to you, and now I'm here. And then I'm going to the awards tonight. So.
Hey, if you're interested or ever get on stage, maybe you can do like a little plug for me.
I know, right? No, that'd be cool.
Well, don't mean to impose on you, just saying. Was there any questions you want to ask me? You know, I don't want it to be one-sided. You can ask me anything you want.
So, what got you interested in doing these host shows?
Basically, now too, I'm back in retail, but for the longest time, I just got sick and tired of working in retail. And I got sick out of my own stupidity. Another thing I can tell you later, not to bore you or anything. But basically, I worked in retail, and I just got burnt out. I just got tired of doing it. I didn't want to do it anymore. My sister, my brothers are doing this and they're doing that, and I'm sitting there thinking, why can't I do that? And I remember for the longest time I was using my learning disability. I'm not retarded or anything. It's just I learn at it. I'm like you. Normal, hardworking person, very passionate. Just I learn at a slower pace. Unfortunately, people.
Or maybe you just learn differently.
Right.
And they don't teach the way that you learn.
That's true. and I just got tired of people shitting on me, and I was like, one day, screw it. I'm gonna do something that even if it backfires, at least I can say I am mounted and attempted something. So a year and a half ago, I started my own talk show that I'm doing now. Did 72 interviews. Don't ask me why. It's a stupid thing on my part. I did all phone conversations. It seemed like a good idea at the time, so I just did phone conversations. Did 72, and everyone said, why aren't you as big? Why don't you have sponsors? Why don't you have this and that? And the people I talked to is, what is your audience? I don't know. Okay, what's your demographic? I don't know. And it's like, oh, we can't work with you because you don't know anything. Tell you what, do your show over, give it a new makeover, see where it goes. So a year and a half later, fast forward, I'm doing this, and thanks to you, I'm now up to season 2, episode 102.
That's
and
awesome.
I do have a sponsor now. It's called wifeofafighter.com. And actually, that's a good time for me to do a plug after this question. Do you like working out and being healthy and everything?
Oh, definitely. I think that's a crucial part of living a happy life. And I think sometimes people they take their body for granted, or they just don't realize how important it is to have all of these different facets of your life all in balance. You may have a great work life, but you also need to have a good personal life, and you need to take care of the vessel that is getting you through the day. So I'm a huge advocate of working out and eating healthy and doing what's best for your body. Like I would, I've met great athletes who do CrossFit and all these really hard workouts. And I think that's amazing. I don't know if that's the best thing for me. Like I'm happy and I feel very healthy and fit doing yoga and kung fu. But and then just like a daily workout type of thing. But I definitely think that that's important.
Alright, now taking a quick commercial break. When we come back, I do have a couple of hard-hitting questions for you, and you can ask me anything you want.
Okay.
I'm your host, Keith Andrew, and this is episode 102, and I'm here with the beautiful Nikki, and I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show once again.
No, thank you again. I've had a great time talking with you.
Now, for people who want to see the video or short of video and want to know, one of my sponsors is wifeofafighter.com, and they basically sell energy drinks. They don't just sell energy drinks. They work, wifeofafighter.com works with noosawife.com, and that's the vitamins A and B. And they work with Amway.com, and they sell makeup and cookware. And I was how this is directed at you before. I said, do you like working out? Do you take energy drinks, energy bars, or you're not that type of person?
Sometimes I eat like protein bars or like protein drinks, mainly as like meal substitutes or replacements, or just when I need a snack. I feel like I naturally have a lot of energy, so I don't even I don't drink coffee. Sometimes I drink tea, and I'll take vitamin B for energy. But I don't do too much extra energy because I already have a lot of energy.
Well, if you're interested, you should check out my sponsor. It's really good, and it's a nice way to earn extra money if you want to work something out. Now, the question I was going to ask you while we're on the acting, and I don't mean to stereotype or mean any disrespect, but was it hard for you because you're an Asian actress? How hard was it for you breaking into the business?
You know, I think I was really lucky because I started as a kid. And at that time, I think, you know, Disney and Nickelodeon were very much interested in bringing some diversity into their casts. So they gave me a chance. And I kind of hit it right as they were, you know, starting to do that. So I was one of the first people to get in doing that. As I've gotten older, I've noticed that a lot more Asian people have joined, you know, become actresses, and it is really nice to see. I see our community of Asian American actors just growing. Filmmakers in general, you know, writers, directors, producers that are Asian American, and I'm a huge supporter of the community and trying to represent, you know, our, like, where we come from. Well, I guess I don't know. I was born here. But I just mean it's nice to see people on TV that you can relate with, that you think looks like you know, that you think might understand you better or might know where you're coming from. And so I think, you know, it's still limited, and I wish that there were more opportunities. But I think it's growing, and I think it's moving in a good direction. And as we all start to make our own stuff, it's giving us an even larger opportunities. So.
No, I agree with you, and you know, not to stereotype, but you know, it's always good to shake things up. Like Vince McMahon says, it's time to shake things up again, and it's always good to be different. You can't always have the same, you know, repetition of big, tall, buff, white guy being superhero, villain, or some shit like that. And it's kind of like, why not have him act like Jet Li, Bruce Lee, Lucy Liu? Why can he have these, you know, these type of people being the main stars? Why do you have to say, I don't know, it's all about politics, and it's just bullshit. But I agree with your point of view, but you shouldn't have labels on things. If you're a good actor and actress, you should go out and prove to people, hey, I can do it just as good.
I agree. And I think it's growing. I think especially as filmmakers start to become more diverse, it opens up more opportunities because they're writing for diverse actors. It's a lot easier to write from what you know, right? So,
that's true.
Yeah. Woo.
Now, the last subject I was going to ask you is a lot of people like poking fun at this. And I mentioned it during, I interviewed a couple African Americans, and I was bringing up, I would like your point on it. You know, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, when it first debuted, they made a black guy black because he's black. You made an Asian girl yellow because she's yellow. You made him red because he's Native American. And it's a great ass cartoon TV show, and you're ruining it by stereotyping. Do you think it makes a difference, or do you think, or what I think is, it doesn't matter who you are. If you fit the role, and you're perfect for the role, you do it. Do you think a lot of people are like politics and shit that messes things up for everyone?
Well, see, I think something like that, though, is a pro and a con, because essentially they could have cast the whole cast white.
Right.
You know, and back in the day, that's what it would have been. So even though it is somewhat stereotypical by making, you know, specific characters, at least they are holding a spot for some type of diversity, which I think is still a step forward. And then eventually I think we will get past having to do that. But as you know, like, still a lot of the Asian roles are very stereotypical that you see. They're either nerdy Asians, or they're manicurists, or, you know, these, like, they have accents. I mean, I did a movie where I had to have an Asian accent, but I did it because it was very fitting for the movie. It wasn't because I was making fun of being Asian or anything like that. I did it because it made me sound as a character seem more classic, classical and not as Valley Girl modern, but back in the day because it took place in the 70s. And I actually learned my Asian accent from a white Jewish lady. She was the voice coach, so I was like, I don't know how to do this. You teach me.
Well, wrapping up, do you have any funny stories you like to share? Any pranks you pulled on people?
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm a very good prankster. I'm more of I love hosting parties. I love connecting people and bringing people together. So, I don't know. I usually do stuff like that. But, I don't know. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. And I had a great time talking with you.
Yeah, you too. Now, wrapping up, do you have anything you want to say to your fans and listeners?
Thank you guys so much for all your support, because I really would not be here if it weren't for you guys. I get so many beautiful, nice messages on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and it always makes me smile. I sometimes think that they don't, you guys may not know because I might not respond, but I read them all, and I see them all, and it really reminds me why I'm doing this. I think there's a lot of times that the industry can bring you down. Almost every day you're getting rejected if you're not booking the job. So you do feel a lot of pressure and a lot of sadness and ups and downs. But when you have that one person tell you that you're beautiful today, or that, they aspire to be like you, it makes me so happy and it makes me want to keep going. So thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate it.